can we talk about how to get past the recruiter? Any tips, Scott, that you have for people?
Use your network, right?
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, this just happened. I'm in a, I've shared with you, I'm on a job search right now, and there was a job I was super interested in. I looked at the role description, it's basically my skills and experience. And literally 24 hours after I shot an application, I got the automated no from the recruiter.
Right.
I was like, I can't believe it. I'm like, it's tech, it's my skills and experience at the level that I'm at. And so I jumped onto LinkedIn, to be perfectly honest, and I was like, okay, who do I know that works here? And two former coworkers work there, and then kind of a friend of a friend also worked there. And someone referred me internally. I got a message from a recruiter 24 hours later. I just talked to them yesterday, and I'm going to talk to the hiring manager next week.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
So honestly, I was getting into a place where I was feeling really discouraged with this job search. It's been a little bit of a weird market. And talked to a former coworker, and he kind of reminded me, like, hey, recruiters, he was like, you know this. He's like, I know I'm reminding you of something, but you're like, I'm hearing that you're stuck in your head. He's like, remember, they're potentially getting dozens or hundreds of those applications online. And once they fill, they have 12 good candidates to show the hiring manager, they're not going to look through all those others. He's like, so remember that you also need to reach out and find a way to network into that. And because it may just be where you fell in the list that the computer generated, not anything to do with your skills and experiences.
That's pretty amazing. So
yeah.
It's still that, relationship building,
Totally.
your network.
And don't be afraid to ask for help, right? These were former coworkers. One was the friend of a friend was a former vendor of mine when in my last role, and he knew someone that worked at that company. I've reached out, I worked for Deloitte. I've reached out to people that were at Deloitte when I was at the same time, and I found that's been a lot more fruitful for me than just applying for jobs online, because then you become victim of the computer and become victim of the volume.
Right. That's pretty awesome, because I love that, your perseverance. It's I feel like we're in this world where somebody asks how you're doing, and it's like, everything's great, everything's great. Totally forgot to mention all of the real shit that's real.
Yeah.
And then even sending out those messages on LinkedIn to people that you've worked with, and
Yeah, I mean, something I've been doing, it's funny you say that, because I've kind of been in this mode lately that's if someone asks, I'm telling them I'm on a job hunt, because I just honestly never know who may. So as you can tell, I'm a storyteller. I like to. So I'm on a board for the Museum of Discovery and Science in Fort Lauderdale. It's a children's science museum. And we had a board meeting last week. I was sitting next to a woman that is the CEO of a children's hospital here in South Florida. And we've been around each other before, but we were never kind of formally introduced. Mm-hmm. And we were just chatting for a few seconds before the meeting started. And afterwards, I was like, there's been a lot of roles that I see in healthcare, right? And around diversity and equity and inclusion. But I don't have any experience in health equity, right? And which is really, really specialized, where underrepresented groups have worse health outcomes for any number of reasons. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna drop her a note. I'm like, hey, so nice to meet you. Mm-hmm. I've been seeing a lot of action in healthcare, but I don't really have a lot of knowledge and experience in this area. Would you be willing to meet with me? To just chat about that. Literally within an hour, I got a note back. Absolutely happy to chat with you. I actually may have an opportunity for you. I'm going to loop in a D&I leader here, and let's talk. And it was a total shot in the dark, right? But she was gracious enough to offer, her time, and I don't know how that's going to turn out, where
Right.
it may go, but we're going to set up a meeting and have a chat. So,
That's amazing.
yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, super cool.